It's kind of weird starting this game and not being in the courtroom. But here we are. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the vibrant Tooling Day. Bravo, Dave Anomaly. The Anomalacars. You know me as the man who is... Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like the song a lot. Not for nothing. Let's get back into this ASAP. Let's not even dilly and dally. Last time, we were in the pawnbrokers. We have a mysterious speckled disc. And we will, I guess, you know, speckled is wrong because we had, you know, the speckled band a long time ago. We have a mysterious music disc. We've seen the face of Mr. McGilded again, which was not, like, expected, not for nothing. And she wants to talk about this story that's been in the pawnbroker shop that somehow Susato knew about. The manuscript of the Hound of Baskervilles. Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? I'm sorry, can you not? I need a little more time, please. Iris is like, I don't like that. Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris. Not at all. Susie, what did you do? I don't know what this is all about, really, but... It's a story you made up, isn't it, Iris? This whole mantle script or whatever you call it? Whatever. It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, all these manuscripts are probably so important to her now that we know the whole story around Wilson. Daddy's? That's right. I don't suppose I mentioned it to you before, Guinea, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once. His partner. Ugh. They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious, cases together. Is that right, mister? Yeah, apparently so. I was just as surprised as you are, though. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. The Daddy diaries! So I studied them and write my stories based on what actually happened. So, where's your old man now, then? Ooh. He, had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land, and he'll be gone a very long time. So, I've never really met him. Oh my gosh. Oh. Right. Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Okay. Do I have to examine her? I guess so. Hey, Gina, what about your parents? Huh? I realize I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. I ain't got any, have I? Never did have. Oh. Well, I mean, technically you must have. Well, I guess technically you didn't have to have. You have a biological mother and father, but I guess there's like a world where her father ditched the mom and the mom died during childbirth. Because childbirth during this time, during this day and age, bruh. Like, for real. Like, people die during childbirth now. Like, childbirth is low-key kind of terrifying. Just in terms of things that can go wrong, you know what I mean? But it's so much better, like, in today's day and age than it was here, you know what I mean? Look, the Eastern's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us. From the minute we're born, not even our moms. But we all stick together. The old ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. Oh, wait a minute. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Oh, well, I was gonna say she's pickpocketing for good. Nah, diving's my life. I love it. She was like, for them kids. Screw them kids. I pickpocket for the love of the game. Gina's hilarious. I get a kick out of every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. For the love of the game. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it. Oh, Gina. She's great. I do think about it sometimes. What it'd be like to have parents, I mean. I always thought it'd be, it'd make everything right. But I haven't listened to what Iris just said. Sounds like having parents ain't, always easy either. True. Oh. I mean, if you know you never had them, you don't feel like you're wanting to always meet them. But Iris knows she had a dad. And we should probably tell her what happened to him at some point. It's true. I do want to see Daddy. So much. Oh, Iris. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. I hate it here. I hope we never have to tell you about your dad. He died, and I was accused of it, but I didn't do it. Iris, the Hounds of Baskerville's story. I take it it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts? That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow from the other cases, I mean. Oh? How? I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that. It pains me to have to say this after you've toiled over this for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. I wonder if it contains a truth that could tear apart London at its core. But why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to say, not now, so please, don't ask me, not now. But he will be, eventually. Alright then, I won't. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris. When the time is right, I will tell you your father is dead. Because Shirley Hurley knows. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Windybank, isn't it? That's the wrong voice. Yes, and I don't appreciate you mocking me, Rianosky. Hurley said it had to be somewhere safe, very safe. That really gets my goats. That does, rather. He's treating you like a child. I mean, that's what it is. Keeping secrets like that. I mean, she is a child, to be honest. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. That is true. I wonder what it could be. Eh? If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. I think so too. Cicero, have you read the book? You lot are too trusting for your own good. But you can't pull the wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying, ya Iris. I bet my life on it. Oh. What? Hurley's lying to me? Well, I assume I have to examine her and say, lying? Sholmes' lie? Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris? Well, he reckons he bought that little manuscript or whatever, right? But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my. Why would you think that, Gina? Oh, there's something in my eye. It's simple. If that story really was in old Windybank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Ah. Yeah? Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, you sold it. Without telling you. But Hurley would never do something like... No, Hurley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. They're all liars. I'm telling you, that manuscript ain't at Windy Banks. You'd soon see if you had a look. Huh? And even if you think you can trust him, I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them. I do believe he is lying about, or at least not telling the full truth about something. I think that something is probably the father of Iris, who is definitely past, but you know, it is what it is. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. See? Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. It's always... living with some healthy skepticism is not bad, Gina. I'm sorry, Iris. Gina clearly lives with unhealthy skepticism of all adults. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Come along, Guinea, we should go back downstairs. Ah, yeah, alright. And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you? No, of course not. Although he might deduce it, but he'll deduce it incorrectly. Night, Iris, night, Gina. You must let me make you breakfast tomorrow morning. I insist. Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then. For the love of the game! Iris, it sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Well, I think it's time I turn in for the night too, Naruhodo-san. I can't wait for you to be suspected of murder. It's really 100% chance in a game like this, in an Ace Attorney game. Dr. H. Wilson, Iris's father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yume University. It can't be a mere coincidence. Oh, well, I mean, John Wilson is probably a very common name. There's something deeper going on. And he was killed. And you... Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, you keep thinking, Ryunosuke. Naruhodo. Anywho, I'm gonna let them finish for a second. I was gonna say, I'm thinking back to the woman who killed him, who was from Great Britain. I wonder if she was like sent to do so or something like that. I don't know, because we never really got a whole reasoning. You know what I mean? That voice, that's Mr. Sholmes. He looks not so great. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. Gina? I also once again think there's a world where Gina could be the murderer. Not victim, accused. She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. Well, she's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home now. I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received a distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Miss Susato. No, I don't believe the girl has gone home, but I've been waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh. But if you'll indulge me, look out the window, my dear fellow. Well, don't mind if I do. What's this all? Oh my gosh, it's 7 dead bodies! Hope it's... Oh, it could just be the one. Oh, the lights are on at the pawnbrokers. Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? That's Mr. Windybank's pawnbrokery. Mr. Windybank's? Oh, no. It's simple. If that story was really an old Windybank storeroom, there's no way anyone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, you sold it. without telling you. Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruto. Sorry? Oh, no, not really. Well, anyway, we must investigate. At once. Miss Susato? Alright, cool. I thought that she was, well, now that we're here, I think there's a much less chance that she'll be a murder suspect, but I think there's a high chance that it might be Gina now. The door to Windy Banks, it's open. And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina. Mustn't it? Let's hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there's not a moment to lose. I feel like Windy Banks could be dead, to be honest. I thought he could be the murderer, to be real. Something is clearly afoot inside. Oh no! Is that blood on the calendar? There's no one here. Oh, yes. There is. Okay, it caught me off guard. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes. They shot the lights out. What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruto. Wait, has he been shot? But after them, go. Right. So someone tall, someone short, kind of stocky. Blast, I've lost them. Hello, what have we here? Oh my gosh, that sounds like not Gina. The alarm was just raised from the pawnbroker, sir. Would you happen to know something about that? Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot. Shot! With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windy Banks. Oh, is there a world where Mr. Sholmes is the one who we have to defend? Because this looks like they turned the light on. Oh, there's a whole cutscene. Is Sholmes dead?
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruto!
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake.
Okay, so he's gonna live.
Behind that door. In the storeroom.
I assume we're gonna see
Hurry.
Gina and a dead body. Where's the officer? Oh no, we might have a locked room mystery. I bet you she's gonna be in here. Yep. Oh gosh, and she's been conked.
It's Gina!
And Windy Banks, who got shot. Don't forget about him. To be continued. Oh, we were so close to it to be continued. I should have just done that last time. That was just 20 minutes. Dang. I mean, okay, yeah, the vibes kept going towards, like, Susato and Gina and Susato. I was like, oh man, who's gonna be suspected of murder? I guess we'll find out soon. We found out now. It is Miss Susie. Susato! Poor Susie. No, it's not Susie. What am I talking about? It's Gina. We just saw, well, I mean, who knows? Bang. Ah! They're taking us back to that night. I'll be alright, Mr. Naruto. After them, go! Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry! Locked room mystery. Oh, they put the gun in her hand? That's crazy. It's Gina? I feel like when we saw her, the gun wasn't in her hand in the cutscene. Maybe they just didn't animate it. From that moment, Windy Banks pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221B Baker Street. Well then. So two folks have accused her of murder. Man, I wish I had gotten a better look at that second silhouette. Oh, hey, Iris. You're very stoic today. A telegram came. All it said was, wait at home. Oh, yeah, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back, huh? When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Guinea were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Runo? Oh, Iris. Oh, she's trying so hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know. Something awful happened, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm afraid so. So, before I do that, take that! Would you mind if I showed you this before we start, Iris? It's a boring old thing, really, but... Oh, I don't really like boring things. Ah. Looks like Japanese modesty is easily misinterpreted by young Western children. I mean, who does like boring things? No one wants to be shown something boring. Come to think of it, you're always introducing things with "this is boring," but it's a bad habit. You should stop. I'll be sure to let the entire population of the Empire of Japan know on my return. Okay, now that we've had a little fun time talking about haha hee hee hoo hoo, Susato situation, let's talk about all the bad things that happened. Iris, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Mr. Windybanks is dead. Oh, he was shot. We discovered early hours in the morning. Oh, yes, I had a feeling. You did? I saw the police carriages pulling up outside the shop. I knew something must have happened there. We entered Windybanks in the small hours. We disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street, and I chased after them, but they got away. Now here's the problem. The problem is, even though she's in the room with the gun in her hand, we have 3 eyewitnesses to say there were 2 thugs who were there, and they shot at Mr. Holmes, you know, or Sholmes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just saying. There's she should not be the #1 suspect is what I mean, you know what I mean? So it was one of them who shot old Mr. Windybank, I suppose. I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Oh, why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. And I'm afraid I've got some worse news. It's Gina. Guinea? But why? Well, the thing is... No, Guinea wouldn't do something like that. I know. Yeah, I know. None of us think she did it. Then why have they arrested her? Because the police think they did it. I'm sorry. There's nothing I could do. We'll get to that last. So here's Sholmes in his situation. So where's Hurley then? Is he still investigating the scene? Trying to prove the Guinea's innocent? He really ought to have some breakfast though. It's no good for him to miss his meals. So Iris. I don't want you to worry, but I have some... I'm afraid I've got some more bad news. He was taken to the hospital this morning. What? Well, when we entered Windybanks, a gun was fired, and he took a bullet. Hurley was shot? Now, this is the worst day of my life. Everybody I care about is in danger. Don't worry, his life isn't in danger. Really? Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's at St. Sinners. They're tending to him there. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. And why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. I do kind of agree with that. I do believe that it is not fair. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see. Oh. To operate? Oh, poor Hurley. Okay, let's double down on this one then. It was the 2 thugs who were in Mr. Windybank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see? So it seems like we stopped them before they could do more things, or maybe even get their hands on what they wanted to. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After them! Go! After that, I ran out into the streets, but, well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I let them get away. I think that's a very good thing. They probably would have shot you too. Sorry? Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them, you might have been shot as well, Runo. Runo's kid's like, huh? Hey, you know what? You might be onto something. On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. Oh, poor little homie. Susato, what's her situation? Is she at the place? Where's Susie, Runo? Just imagine, like, well, I'm afraid I've got even more bad news. She's at the police station. Oh, why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for a long. Miss Susato stayed behind at the scene to tend with Mr. Sholem, so they didn't get started until later. Ah, I see. Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early. You should have let me know and I would have come to the station. So about Gina, she got arrested. I don't understand why they arrested Guinea. It's not fair. What about the two thugs who were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? I agree with you. I do. After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? No, he's not dead. No, I mean, he's not dead. Iris, come on. This is all so horrible. The thing is, Mr. Windybanks was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all of... I wonder if this also may have anything to do with the woman, Olive Green, I think was her name. Or something of that nature, who we really didn't get much information on, and we still had like question marks by the name. She didn't die. But I do wonder how deep that goes, you know what I mean? Continue. Thing is, Mr. Windybank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all of the deposited articles. And the storeroom door was locked from the inside. I see. But they had a flap. But he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well. Oh no. And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards... Don't tell me. There was no one else in the room. Yeah, exactly. How did you know? It's the only explanation. Yeah, the only explanation indeed. What do you mean by that, Reno? Oh, Reno, well, okay, what can I say? I'm damned if I agree and I'm damned if I don't. Renosuke, you know that you saw the flap on the... Why? I feel like they need to do some better investigating. I understand she is a suspect. We can't, like, take that out of the question. But there was someone else with a gun in the building. He was shot in the back, and the flap was there. You know what I mean? I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris. There's not much... And there's a world where he could have gotten shot in the back. They could have knocked Gina out, put the gun in her hands, and then just closed the door afterwards. There's not much I can do at the moment, but I can at least find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you, Runo. Alright, looks like we have a new assistant for a while. I can't just, stand just sitting around waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder. But I don't want to leave her alone here either, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the one, defending Guinea, so... let's get on. Let's go, Iris. Perhaps you can help me? Oh, yes! I hope that we have, like, a mystery, I'm sorry, the logic and deduction thing, except we just don't have to do anything, and she just figures everything out. And she's just spot on. Gina's at the prison, and Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed. And don't forget, we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation. I can see you're ready for action. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. But first, I have to get her, her opinion on this shovel. That spade has been in here ever since we started renting the place. Bruno, that's not a spade, that's a shovel. No, it's a spade. Ah, you're a shoveler, are you? I had a feeling you'd pick me up on that. Oh no, a pick is something else entirely. Oh my gosh. Now I've dug myself an even deeper hole. Oh man, delightful. Okay. I will take a brief intermission right now. We'll probably go for another hour and a half to 2 hours. But I did not expect Sholmes to get shot. For a second, I was like, is there a world where he is, like, the murder victim? Like, clearly, I feel like there's gonna be Sholmes in these later chapters, too. But... kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. Here, let's take a look around. I don't think I really want her input on any... What is this blue thing here? Oh, is it just stationary? Oh, this looks like a telegram. A telegram, yes. It is, but you mustn't open it. Not under any circumstances. Alright, I won't. Now then, let's see. Now, what did I just say? You mustn't open it. Don't worry, I won't. With this special concoction I've developed, I'll be able to see through the envelope without having to open it. No, that's not allowed either. Oh. But I'm sure it's something important. Little geniuses sure can be mischievous. Here's the thing, I agree with her, it is probably something important. I would like to look at it too. I love Alex rooms, don't you? They're so exciting. You know, I think a visit to this place could be a good idea. This feels very different today. For some reason. Okay. It's always a bit quiet when Hurley's not around, and then the prison. That's where they want me to go. Oh, okay, hold on, there we go. Okay, there. Okay. I was gonna say, they're gonna let me visit the hospital bed? There it is. We'll probably start here at the hospital. When I return, I will be right back. I might even be wearing something different. Okay. Let's get exploring with our new little homie. Actually, does he have anything to say about the fish tank here? We were rather lucky to find an old aquarium left behind here. The prawns doing pretty well. Apparently tanks like these are very popular in London before I was born. Oh, you mean they're not anymore? I think people discovered it was far too much effort to clean them out and change the water all the time. I can believe that. Prawns and anemones are fun for a while. Yeah, once again, I don't know if I had my canister filter for Pilot by the time I'd seen this for the first time. It's a different game. If they had canister filters back in this day, I'll tell you what, it might have been okay. She's gonna mention something about tea, surely. Spring at last, the weather is warm now, but I love the smell of fire and steam rising from the kettle. Oh, how about some tea, Runo? Thanks, Iris, but I'm alright for right now. With the green tea Susato makes for me from time, and Iris's unique herbal infusions, this place is a paradise for a true tea lover. If you're sure, you know I always have plenty whenever you're feeling thirsty. And this gun! Which is crazy. Cool, I mean, I think we're really good to go. Let's just go. I would like to go down to the suite first. Anything around here specifically that I thought, other than the chest here? Unusual way to make food. It's a very sturdy box, and I've noticed it's always locked away. You know what's in there now? Ah, well, that's because they contain my emotion. Okay, so they just didn't update any of this dialogue, which is fair. Which is fair, because this is not like something where it's like a new thing. Renosuke, you literally know what's in there. I kind of do want to come here, but they want me to go elsewhere, so let's just... No, I'm going to Baker Street. Yeah, they even have the guy out there. Because that is a crime scene now. Tragic. Okay. We can't go in there, I'm assuming. At least not right now. I mean, maybe we can. Let's just go. Let's see Mr. Sholmes. We should do such a thing. They didn't give him a great room. Ward 3. It is April 16th. Hurley. Oh. He's not in. He's probably having surgery right now. He's not here. No, that's strange. There's definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she? Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. I'm not so sure about that. Baby or not, there's no question that it was fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered. I mean, I didn't see any blood, so I think he's probably fine. Oh. Hello, what have we here? It was this, huh? Oh, this guy again. This ward is off limits, no visiting. What are you doing in here? Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin. Eh? Oh. Well, begging your pardon, ma'am, sir. Yeah, I guess you're allowed in here. Little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. The great mystery solver has a mysterious family. I would agree, yes, she's next of kin. I don't believe we are, but I guess we are friends with him at this point in time. If that's how you see us, sure. I love this Bobby. Our family is family. Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley? I believe he's currently on the operating theater, ma'am. Operating theater? Undergoing an extensive operation. Extensive? It has been several hours since we went in. Oh dear, is he going to be alright? Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see? Oh, what? The anesthetic, that is. Oh, is he gonna have to be awake while... Oh, that's... I guess this is old-timey anesthetics, but like there are some people who are pretty resistant to anesthesia, and allergic. Some people are allergic. And I've heard a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink for last night rather, coffee that is. Ha. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Oh, poor Hurley. Can I examine this? I investigated thoroughly, but okay, I guess I cannot investigate that. I would have liked to read it, but it is what it is. What does this say? There's a note board on the wall here. Look, let's see. What does it say? Thought of the day: on seeing any vermin, calmly and discreetly inform Matron. Matron? Oh yes, they have rats and mice in the hospitals like this that love to feast on all the medicine. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients. They eat the medicine? I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose. But the doctors and nurses are all very good, I hear. I certainly hope so, for Mr. Sholmes' sake. And what's over here? Nothing to read there. Medicine cabinet, crutches. Looks like some red writing on the medicine cabinet that, like, the little small corner of me is intersecting. I wonder what these are. Any idea, Iris? Oh, haven't you ever seen crutches before? Let me explain. They're for people with leg injuries to help them walk. You hold one under each arm, you see? Right. I thought they were weapons of some sort. They actually would, well... They can be weapons. Why would there be weapons in a hospital? I thought maybe a fighter had been injured in battle and brought their weapons alongside them. That's... surprisingly plausible. She was like, I can't discount that. Okay, this is actually nothing, so I guess we'll just head on out. Well, actually, is that a trash can I see? A waste receptacle? No, I can't click it. This must be Mr. Sholmes' bed. Poor Hurley. I know. It's as stiff as a board, isn't it? I don't think that'll bother him, no. I haven't found him asleep face first on the floor, completely dead to the world. I think I'd call the police if I discovered someone like that. In fact, that's how we found him after he got shot. Not quite. He was busy yelling at us to do things, to be honest. Let's go to prison. Let's go visit the prison. Not let's go to... You understand. Cell 13. Hey, Jenny, it was only a matter of time. Hello. Gina. Ma'am, chill. It's us. Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made. I wish she wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. What are you here for? Jenny. I believe it's because, I have a feeling it's because of us that you've ended up in trouble. Oh, kind of. So we were thinking we might be able to help you. Oh, well, you can't. Oh, sorry. You heard, get lost. Don't be like that, Guinea. I know you didn't do it. You'd never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. You think you know me? Pull the other one. Oh. You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's pockets when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. I do it for the love of the game. And if I saw me, I'd sneak into I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. But Guinea, I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some cove came before me and they said he'd be a lawyer for me or something. Like, wait, what? Someone actually came before you and said they'd be a lawyer for you? That was my right to fight or something. But I told him to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me more obviously if she tried. Why are you being like this, Guinea? I guess we'll talk. Legal representation. Hello. I don't understand, Gino. Why did you send the public defender away? He wanted me to sign some papers, representation papers, or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They'll pin it on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do. Why do you think that? Cause it's always, how it's always been for me growing up in the back slums. My whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, it'll get your mates dragged off by the coppers or worse. I've had it happen to me all before. Been sold out, nearly snaffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one. That's the point. As soon as you do, they're gone to grass. Dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could forget it. Jenny, don't you trust Bruno? Nah, I don't. What about that one time? What about the disc, dude? I helped you get the. Well, you didn't get the disc back. I don't think it was in police custody. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Okay, I know you asked nicely, but what happened? Can you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbrokers? There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me. So I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me and you know the rest. I shot him dead. But why, Guinea? Why would you do that? Ain't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Diving ain't easy, you know? It's a lot of work, and half the time you don't even get nothing. It's a hard game, but I do it for the love of the game. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? I give it a rest. Would it be the point anyway? Ain't nothing I could say would make a bit of blind a difference. Please tell us, Guinea. We'll believe you, whatever it is. Believe me? Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have. What do you mean by that? Unforgivable lies? Do you mean when you lied in court to help Mr. McGill to get away? Unforgivable lies. What did you mean before, Gina, when you said that you were the biggest liar of the lot? I'm hoping you're like, you should know. Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've told are? Maybe we can help, huh? Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now. Ginny, please. Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. It's a picture of a cat. A photographic print. of a really adorable cat. You giving it to us? Or to the homegirl? Ha, I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Nah, ain't no point in me having it. I wonder what a little photo like that was doing in a pocket of an overcoat like that. Okay, fair. Oh, I don't have it yet. Tragic. Anyway, don't come bothering me again. Boy, go investigate that cat or something. Oh, Jenny. Gimme. Shut up. Examine. Haha! Take this photographic pen. Oh, that looks like the Magildus, Magnus Magildus signature. Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it. February 13th, 9 p.m. Article deposited 1 small box. 1 small box. 10 shillings. Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline April 13th, 9 p.m. This photographic print is a redemption ticket. 13th of February, that could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? Yes. A small box, that doesn't tell us much about it, does it? Well, now, if Mr. McGilda still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. That's true. He never redeemed the article, and it was deposited 2 days before the omnibus murder. So you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? Ah, yes. If Mr. McGilda deposited it, we need to investigate. Did I not bring my water in here? Oh, that's tragic. I think it's in my room. Goodness gracious, I'm gonna have to go and get that. There's a tickle in my throat. There is a box. Okay, so there's a redemption ticket. Alright. Great. Whew. Now that that is settled, let's continue. I mean, I guess at this point we just want to go back to... What else do you want me to do? Hey, take this. I'll represent you. Would you have a look at, That's strange. Where's my armband gone? What? What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose. You're looking for this. Yes, but how? And when? And how again? Loving a game. Loving a game. That's bordering on black magic. She's locked in the cell. And it makes what I was about to say about my armband seem a little dull. So, what do you want to tell me about it then? Will you just steal anything? Here, Gina, look at this. No, Ta. I wasn't saying you'd have it. Oh. Weren't you? You just gave it to us, you dummy! Well, when somebody says I can't have stuff, it makes me want to see. So I better hand it over now. No, I'm not giving it to you. Golly. Golly. Yeah, I just can't do anything else here. I'm sure this is not where we need to go either. I guess let's just go investigate the murder scene then. Oh, is that a bullet in the calendar? I saw the blood on the calendar the night of. I just didn't see the maybe bullet that's in there. Several bobbies. Most bobbies I've seen in one place. Ha! This is the room where it happened last night. That's right. The two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables. But apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no signs of a disturbance. That's not entirely true. Yeah, that's actually really not entirely true. There's something on the ground over there. In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals all dressed in black. Oi, I heard that. Does he have his fish and chips? That's my boy. Oh, Inspector, good morning. I suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the two rogues get away, mind. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I thought you'd assign extra men around the beat here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Your ladyship! No one told me you were coming. I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see he has the very best medical care. Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are tending to him as we speak. And I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job. Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say. The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone is agreement about that. Do you believe it? Because I do after he said her ladyship before. He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. Oh, where are we manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you'd like some juice. Some nice refreshing fruit juice. Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herb tea with me if you'd like some. Oh, yes, that's good stuff right there. Glug, glug, glug. It's liberty, that's the stuff. Ta very much. I really hit the spot, your ladyship. I don't even recognize him like this. So I don't think they're related. But I think there's a world where this is like maybe Watson's brother. I feel like they had like kind of similar features, but not like close enough for them to be like, oh, we're twin brothers. But like he might be somewhat related to him, or he's just wild. The investigation. So, how's the investigation going, Inspector? Nothing to it really. Very simple case this. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact. Gina, you're going to charge her? That's right. She'll be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow. Tomorrow? Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me. Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige, I'm afraid. I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you? What the? And, yes, okay, and you've put them on the stand as witnesses, are you? How could you? How? How could you possibly know that? I had a feeling, that's all. Remind me never to try and keep a secret from Iris. Well, someone is, Susato. So you arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat. And Miss Estrada's being held at the prison? She should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Well, we saw her, Ryunosuke. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's this he can do? Well, I guess we haven't actually seen him. Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. What if she asks? Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinners. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know. I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all. Oh. Well, they let us in. Bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He lost a fair bit of blood. I ain't see a single drop. Oh, no. It didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so, but a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human just like the rest of us, you know? Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. That's gonna stop that bleeding. But he will be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better. Oh, of course, your ladyship. It'll be right as rain before you know it. Oh, really? How do you know? How do I know? Well, that's because, of course, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why. We better pray the doctors have a better grasp on what's needed to make someone well again. Otherwise, if he's not okay, this guy's dead next. Oh dear, please don't die, Hurley. I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear that he's out of the operating theater. Cool, and her ladyship. Hey, I couldn't help but notice, Inspector. What? Out with it, sunshine. Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Watch the sauce, Sonny. I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favorism. Favoritism, I think, is what he actually said. But he's right. You do treat us differently. It's because of those adventures of Herlock Sholmes stories, that's why. Okay, fair enough, huh? Oh? I crop up in them, don't I, Inspector Tobias Gregson? Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's, huh? What did you write about the Inspector, Iris, huh? I don't remember, really. It was one of Sholmes's lines, huh? Gregson is the smartest of all of the Scotland Yarders, is how he put it. I think that was probably an insult to the rest of the Scotland Yarders, actually. Ah, did I write that? And you know what that one line did for me, eh? The very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you. That's kind of dope, actually. I would, you know what? I'd be like, what's good, her ladyship? I would be doing the same thing. I'd be like, hey, you want to say I'm the smartest of everyone in London who's not surnamed Sholmes? Oh, that's amazing. All because everyone at the Yard reads them. They all read the Herlock Sholmes stories. They even set up a fan club for me. Oh, of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me. Can you blame me? All it takes is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson, no, the great detective will say. He's quite overrated these days. That's what'll happen, think what'll happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? You might get fired, dude. The whole thing's giving me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost worrying about it. But that would never happen, Craigsy. Every month when the newest Rants magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves. Yes, indeed. That's the stuff. Ta very much. It really hit the spot, your ladyship. Teetotal. Oh, yeah. There's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo. Me? Yes? What is it? What is it you want from me? We got an important message from you. I clearly forgot about it until now. An important message is from Susato, maybe? Because Susie's the only person I haven't seen in a minute. Guess I haven't seen Herlock in a minute. Are you gonna tell me what this important message is, Inspector? Yeah. It's about that young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant. Ah, dear Susie, is she alright? She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe? No, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? Remember she had a meeting with, Lord Justice Man. Not Lord Justice, Strongheart is what his name is. Lord Strongheart, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that. One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage, and after we finished our questioning. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the journey home, and to go there and meet her there. Okay. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a bloomin' messaging service. I see. Well, thanks for passing that on, Inspector. Why did Susie have to go and see the Lord Chief Justice? She didn't tell me. But I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. I guess that's where we're going next. I mean, I'd like to look at a couple of things around here. I'm not going to see what's on the ground there. I very well will be looking at this. Hello. Alright then, let's see what we can uncover. Oi, what did you think you're doing here, Sunshine? You can't touch nothing in here. Oh, but we were hoping to investigate. There's a crime scene, for Pete's sake. No touching. What's the problem, Gregsy? Runa's a lawyer, you know that. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship, ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn in my side. I let you investigate all the livelong day if I could, however. Cause if Mr. Naruhodo had been properly appointed by the accursed, that'd be another matter. Accursed? Accused, not accursed. If you could only show me some representation papers, I'd be only too happy to let your nose around. Hear that, Runo? You need to get Ginny to sign some representation papers. Looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. Okay, so now we have all the things that we need to do. First, let's head over to Lord Justice's office. Okay, you know, calling him Lord Justice was not too far off, because he's literally Lord Chief Justice. Strong heart. Yep, no matter how many times I come here, it always gets that oppressiveness, that sense of overwhelming, earth-shattering, soul-crushing oppressiveness. Do you think this place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at the pseudo armor over there. You can't take that thing seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same thing about you. So everything is clear with regards to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust. Tomorrow's arrangements? Yes, thank you very much. Tomorrow's arrangements. There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious. Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. That's what I was afraid of. Oh man, are we gonna do a lot of this without Susato? Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san! Ah! Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. Hey, the British Empire knows that we can't do none without Susato-san, dude. They know. What was that all about? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming to collect your comic. What's this all about? Why are you talking about her return home? And tomorrow? What happened? What's wrong? Is there a reason you have to go home? Tomorrow? What about Ginny's trial? You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Are you going to explain to me? Susato? Tell me, you can't hide nothing now. Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it— No, that's not what I asked! What happened? Why are you leaving? Is somebody sick? It's my father. He's fallen ill. Okay, actually, that's hilarious. I was like, really the only reason that I can, like, dictate, oh, she's going home, it's because, like, some emergency is happening. That's not great. Oh, man. Oh, no. Professor Mikotoba? Mikotoba. If I may. Yeah, sorry. You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. It seems he grows weaker by the day. I don't believe it. Well, that sucks. As you're aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Mr. Susato's departure as much as possible. Oh yeah, dude, if he is getting weaker every day, He might not be around in 50 days. Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. That's shocking. What about Gina's trial? Can we get your book? So Gina has been charged? She'll have to appear in court. Yeah, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. No, not even 24 hours later? Yeah, we could really use your book, Susato. Gina. The Lestrade girl and the murder of the Baker Street, the Lestrade girl and the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker. Yes. No. She didn't do it. An all too transpicious case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No yard is overstretched as it is. Without wasting time on these open and shut cases. It's not wasting time. Kenny would never do something like that. Who was this small child? Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart. In deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. Whoa. But I have no recollection, rather, of admitting a child into my office. Leave now. Okay, first of all, Lord Strongheart. That's her ladyship. You can't do that. Of course, Lord Strongheart. Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. I feel like that includes you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I just don't know what crime you have committed yet. The police can, unless you are one of the two criminals, who knows? Maybe you shot the man. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend to. Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? I don't think we'll have the opportunity to ask it. Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. I feel like it will inevitably be a concern of ours. Wow, this chapter is like heating up fast. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me. There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart. Which is, it's Miss Lestrade's trial. Wonder if you might permit me to defend her? I like to imagine he says, no. A timely suggestion. Sorry? The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair. She may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides, for those who are too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? We have been here. A question you would do well to ask direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison. Yeah, we've been there. Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. Goodbye, I guess. What a day. Dina's charged with murder. Susato's about to leave. Susato's about to leave is crazy. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, Iris, we must make haste. But Susie, you need to pack and go. You're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? Oh. As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal current circumstances are of no consequence. Hold on a minute, Susato. What do you mean? My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Until tomorrow morning, I guess? That's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Oh, man. I hope this whole, like, her father's ill thing is a ploy, and they're just trying to get her out of the court. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go. If I'm honest, this is completely throwing me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. who's gonna have no judicial assistant. Unless Iris just shows up to court with me. I think she'd probably do just as well. We're going back to the prison. But now we have Susato by our side. Susie's back. Hey, we're here. Ah! What's up, Gina? Chill. What are you like here for now? To have the muzzle of the grenade launcher shoved into our faces yet again, obviously. I think I need to improve the way that you load ammunition in that thing, don't I? Look! You can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Well, Susato's here now. Gina? I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. What? I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Farewell? Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh. Right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Oh, right. Susie. Let me start the waterworks real quick. Well, that ain't none of my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you. But somehow you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to say goodbye to my friends when they're so clearly unhappy. Because of you. Oh, what? It's my fault? Yeah, it's your fault. Yes, so I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now. Sign these papers, huh? I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith. Oh! Oh my gosh! I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith that they've invested in you. Eh? Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. Dang! Oof! Oof! Dang! She had me read that twice! What are you talking about? What'd you expect me to do, You told us that everyone lies, huh? So prove it. By admitting one of your own untruths. What about what you said before, Jenny? You said something about unforgivable lies, huh? You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. Or I will leave, and I will be sad. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. Oh, she can't really leave, right? We don't get to play the rest of this game without Susato-san. No, I can't. I can't. Whatever these lies are obviously weighing heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago about that trial? Yeah, I was gonna say, it must have been I lied and helped Mr. McGildy get off of that trial. The one in which Magnus McGildy was acquitted? Oh! The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus? You were called in as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is all about? Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. No, I would actually very much believe. I would believe, actually. Will you tell us about it now? She sure will! The trial 2 months ago. It's time to get the truth! Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got hold of me and shoved me into the witness stand. And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilda was declared innocent. Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I knew it. What sort of things did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. Did she actually see when it happened? It was pitch black in that little cubby hole. I couldn't see a thing, and then I heard that loud thud like someone falling on the floor. And that's when Mr. McGilda discovered you? Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. There weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at him, when I looked at me hands, I had him covered in blood. I was so scared, I couldn't even speak. You had blood on your hands? In other words, you had his blood on your hands, in other words. It was Gina that the witnesses saw on the roof deck, through the skylight. And then Mr. McGilda started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were and why you were hiding under the seat? Yeah, he did. Only, that's not all. What do you mean? I mean, he threatened me. Threatened you how? He made me swear about what I've seen and what I heard. About what he was gonna do after the cove was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell nobody about any of it. And if I did, he said he'd let me scarper before the copper showed up. So used to Bobbies at this point. Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. He's literally dead now, so he can't do anything. That was a nod. Goodness gracious! Okay. What'd you see? It's time to finally get the right deets. You said Mr. McGilda made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw, but you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you? Yes. With Mr. McGilda sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the sound of the thud of the cove, hitting the floor, I had a little scream, couldn't help it. Mr. McGilda heard that and dragged me out by the arm. That's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geezer, would have been stabbed. A disc. All bright and shiny, the disc was a part of this whole shenanigans, I see. A disc? Do you mean... That's right, a planispheric disc. The one that he took off of me at the Windy Banks. So the music box disc was there, on the floor of the omnibus. What is the mystery of these discs is now what's really going on. Not for long, Mr. McGilda spotted it right away. Picked it up, smashed and stuffed it right inside of his pocket. So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder. And that bot trotter told me I went to mutter a word of it to no one, so you weren't allowed to say anything about the disc specifically. And it almost seems like they didn't put a hit out on you, but they were doing something about. They have you under like detail, what you heard. Cause it was so dark under that seat in the cab, I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and the footsteps inside the cabin. Presumably that was Mr. McGilda getting on board. Nah, not only him. Oh? Because I could definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people. Oh. In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilda and the victim. Thrice fired Mason. So they got on at the same time. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilda claimed that he slept during the carriage ride. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness and always succumb to it. And your own testimony, Gina, supported his. I like it was the Irishman snoring. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them were asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time in low voices. What? What were they talking about? Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud. That still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other. So Mr. McGilded was lying, as I suspected. I mean, that's just facts. And about after the event. I knew it weren't gonna take me long before someone raised the alarm and that bloke had been killed. So here's the other thing. At some point, he told her about the jacket, and that seems like a setup. So I'm also kind of wondering, is it actually the Reaper who did what was done here? I don't believe so. Is there like a much larger conspiracy going on to deal with these discs, maybe? And McGilded, I don't know, they took him out because they were like, if we just kill him now, it looks good for us, we can get that disc. Let me see, yes. You were quite right, the other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So that's when the cab came to a stop. Mr. McGilded told me to hide under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The two codes from up top ran to get the coppers. Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. Right, and after they'd gone, Mr. McGilded asked the driver to do him a favor. A favor? Now then, fella, what I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. So he deposited the coat. And for your troubles, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas. So a nearby pawnbroker, you mean on Baker Street? Yep, you got it. It was Windy Banks. The coach, he snapped up the money and ran off to pop his coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one left in the carriage. Oh my gosh. Mr. McGilded opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there. But now without conditions. I see. The conditions. Goodness gracious. What were Mr. McGilded's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean. I'm not telling a soul. Not telling a soul, rather. Not for anything. About what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well. There's more? Yeah. This is the most important thing, he said. Look at this. I'm after sending the coachman on a little, sending the coachman on a little errand for me, with some small change in his hand, and this is the most important part. He tells her to go and get the coat. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? You asked him to go pop your weasel, right? Aye. The fiend's taking me overcoat to a deposit with the pawnbrokers hereabouts. I want you lass to take the redemption ticket for it, do you understand? To take the redemption ticket. What? You want me to add a ticket? That's right, and I'll come fetch it from you later. Sometime within the next 2 months. You're to hang on for me for it until then, is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it. What kind of scheme is this? Alright then. And in case I happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop, Windy Banks, so it is, and you're to extend the loan for the 2 months is up. And if you forget, the article will be forfeited and any old fiend can come along and buy it. Eh? But I ain't got that kind of brass. Here's £5, that should be enough. Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now. If you go against me, yeah, I get it. Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt. The coppers. Aye, they'll come asking ye to take the stand in court to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What it is you might say, and what it is you won't. Well, you know, I think that's a big reason why she doesn't trust any adults. And after he'd gone all over it, I piked it, got as far away from there as I could. He hid the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark. So Mr. McGill had planned it all, and coerced Gina into giving false testimony. Well, that's not really all that surprising. I thought he kind of just paid her off, but instead he actually, if he had just paid her off, I would have been like, dang, I understand the situation you're in, and I understand why that's so unforgivable. Because he pretty much threatened you, I don't think this is an unforgivable lie, Gina. I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom. I told some corkers. And the thing is, he said he would make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more. Oh. Oh. That's what he threatened me with. You and your backstreet homies. Oh, what a wicked man. He knew everything and he knew everything what went on in the back slums. He knew, and we had no one to look out after us, and we was all looking out for each other, just getting by together. So you mean Mr. McGill would have, in a heartbeat, he could have had a lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then where would we have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So I didn't have no choice. Yeah, I can't say that that's unforgivable, Gina. You are a victim in all of this, girlie. Hey, thanks, Gina, for telling us everything. But I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be livid. Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. A favor? What? Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. I'm gonna get you out of this. Eh? If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or else we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night, because you didn't kill him, you goose. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see? You what? Hurley's having a big operation right now, Kenny. Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right? That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything. But also, you don't have a lawyer. Right. So what you're saying, if as I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that all? Yeah, something like that. Miss Susato? Yes, of course. I have the representation papers right here. I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing. That's fine. We'll stick up for you. Paper signed. Poor Kenny. She seems so lonely. Ah, yeah, baby. Can I investigate? Can I turn them around? Oh, okay. Never mind. The undersigned, agreed to legal representation by the lawyer named hereunder in regard to the following incident. Defendant Gina Lestrade, alleged offense, murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, date of trial tomorrow at 10 a.m. Attorney-in-law, Ryunosuke. Naruhodo-san, baby. Let's go. Let's go investigate. Yes. And perhaps we can come back and visit Guinea when we're done there? Yeah, I think that'll be good. You were right, she seems proper lonely and all that. I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. Not at least. And now I have representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway. For now, it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windy Banks. Although, something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. Why not? Oh, that's another to be continued? Really? I feel like we're speeding through some of these parts. Well, I guess we got a to be continued like 20 minutes in because we had played a long part of the first part already. I would like to get a little bit of investigation going here. Let me save it like. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, let me save it here. Cool. We're cooking. Cooking with gas. Here we are again, scene of the crime. Now, thrust these papers and make them... Hey, hold on, wait, let me... Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute? What is it now? You should go home and get some rest. Iris, whittle him down. Here you are, Grexy. Here are the representation papers. Your ladyship? How? I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign that, ragabash, Lamau? I salute you. That is good work, that is. I can see you've been very busy here as well. How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue. Hey, slow down, my boy. About to swallow the whole teacup. Ah, lovely. Well, let's see now. Yes. Yes, I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship. Ha! Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime then? Do as you please. You know where it happened? This is the room where it happened right there, behind the counter. Yes, the storeroom. Is probably where it happened. There's some things all over, because the calendar was bloody before Sholmes got shot. We saw that, like, that was the first thing I noticed, like, oh, there's blood on the calendar. Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then. Will you be investigating the storeroom as well, Inspector? If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it. That's crazy. There's so many articles to go through, it's taken forever, even with the lads working around the clock, huh? Which is a problem, because there's another case the Yard needs to investigate urgently. Right, huh? That is, something else is happening. That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters. I wonder if someone is, because what was it, across the street is where they have like funds or something prepared for the World Fair. What I'm saying... I've got some thinking to do, because that it might be why two thugs were in here. What I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine. Come then. Oh, I'm gonna miss this. Let us not waste any time. Hey, respectfully, Susato, I think your dad's gonna be fine. He'll send a telegram and he'll be A-okay at some point. Ah, look here. Bullet lodged in there, yeah. Oh yes, a bullet hole. I think the bullet is still lodged in the wall. Presumably Mr. Windybake wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time. Ah, well, Mr. Sholmes likes to practice drawing, his drawing room rather whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that. Oh my gosh. Sorry? It's all there in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, you know? Isn't that right, Iris? Ah, did I write something like that? Perhaps in jest, perhaps? In jest? Well, he doesn't do it often. It's quite a dangerous pastime. He doesn't do it often. He shouldn't even do it once. Forget that for now, Mr. Runo. Let's examine that bullet. Okay. It's definitely lodged in there, dude. What's that around the bullet hole? Is it blood? A suspicious red stain on the calendar. Aha! I may very well be able to help with that. Okay, cool. Doesn't like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is it, Runo? Now, hold on a minute. I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris. I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it. See, when it comes to blood, we're all different types. Yeah, okay, yeah, well, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, blood types are fun. So, you need this. Oh no, what is that scary looking thing? Apparently I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does. Hello? What? Hello? Green. The color of the bloodstain has changed. There, does it make sense now? No, I don't. Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see? Oh, I see. So when that shot is fired, it will compare the different types of blood. So our green-blooded person is over there. Yes, how wonderful. The chemical it fires combines with blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash. Oh, so she's invented a blood test. Good for her. Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris. Is it? Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Guinea would say that it's bleeding great. So whose blood are we looking at then? Well, all the chemical does is turn the blood a different color, so just find someone whose blood turns the same color and you'll find out who it belongs to in a flash. She's gonna shoot somebody in the courtroom that's bleeding. I hope. It's more like 2 flashes, really, isn't it? Yeah, he's also right. 1 flash or 2, this very well could be a valuable clue. So we must make a note of it in the court record. Alright. Blood samples portfolio. Different people's blood turns different colors. Okay. Blood sample portfolio is kind of neat. Let's keep testing and adding results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio. As long as I have reagent left, sure. Well, hopefully you got a lot of reagent, girly. Is anything in here looking like much worse for wear? Where is the... I wonder if we should look in here. Little strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things as if they're right in front of your eyes. Makes you think. Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed us that yesterday. We were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. Okay, then we have this. I'm fairly sure this contraption was here yesterday as well. It was. I'm not confident I can get it closed again. Oh, yes, that's a folding stereoscope. Yes, I am correct. Mr. Sholmes showed us a picture yesterday that you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for that, he used a great big contraption over there. Ah, well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is a much simpler design for use at home. There are special shops selling prints that you can use them in, rather. I have a little collection myself. Whenever I can make money out of these in Japan, I bet keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyway. Yeah, it would beat it. I can't look at what's down there. Oh, this is broken. There's an article ledger here and Mr. Winniebake's notes, and looks like someone left a photographic print behind. Oh, look on the back, there's some writing. Is there? Oh, show us, Susie, show us. There's blood on it. So this is... yeah, 13th, 1 small box, 10 shillings. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is an hour before this one. Oh, so he put the small box. Yeah, that was confusing me. Oh, okay, so he put the small box in. And this is the other guy putting the other thing in. 1 gentleman's overcoat, £1. Yes, yes, yes. Loan amount £1. Gentleman's overcoat. Pawn for £1. Clearly, it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think... yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday. And is still wearing, which belonged to Mr. McGilden. I would have never expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though. You should have expected that, because we investigated one of them. It seems Mr. Winnybake just used whatever piece of paper he had happened to have lying around. But this photograph of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? Oh, yes, you're right, very recently. It's the same one that, Guinea gave us earlier. Of course. I was forgetting that she gave us that print. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Naruto? Get it out. Yeah, okay, I already did. I did. Don't make me do it again. I'm gonna scream. They are exactly the same. Hehe, I've got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret. A secret? What does she mean? You must tell us, Iris, at once. Hehe. Do you really, really, really want to know? Yeah, we need you to tell us all about this pair of photographs. Okay, sure. Go and do your logic and reasoning. Okay, Iris, about these two photographic prints. The one we found in Mr. Winnie Banks' counter and the one that Gina gave us before. What is the amazing secret that you mentioned this by, between these two identical prints? Actually, that's not quite right. Sorry? If you look carefully, yeah, the two prints aren't the same, not exactly. I was gonna say, it looks like I wanted to point it out, the cats are kind of looking like they're looking in slightly different directions. They're not? Have another look at them. Can you see that they're slightly different from each other? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I did notice that. I was like, the cat's eyes are like kind of looking in different places. I think so. It's very subtle though. What's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints, huh? Ah, well, it's because they're a set, you see? No, I don't. This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Oh. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment. I see. A stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word recently? Ryunosuke, we just talked about it! Oh yes, that's what Mr. Sholm showed us yesterday. Ryunosuke, you have the memory of 3 goldfish. You are lucky I'm giving you 3 goldfish, dude. You see, there it is, right over there. Ah, yes, of course. The magic machine. Hehe. Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of these contraptions. What, really? Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place? No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful, then I'll be able to tell you. She's over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on the investigating the scene. I, for one, simply have to know. I guess we will not be able to, okay, I guess we're doing it. Alright, how do these work? Have you ever considered, Bruno, how our eyes see depth in the world around us? Well, we just open them, and it works. But the reason it works is because we have 2 eyes, that is true. 2 eyes, shocking. If you try closing just one eye and think you'll see straight away, what you see with your left eye, what you see with your right eye, are ever slightly so different. You get a different view with each eye. Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly. Exactly. In your head, your brain uses the shift to estimate the depth as it merges the 2 views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything that we see. Ha! My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without even telling me. I love Ryunosuke, he's such a doof. I think I see. So the pair of photographs contains a left eye view and a right eye view, is that right? Oh, well done, Susie, you're so quick. So if you can persuade your brain to merge the 2 pictures together in your head, you'll be able to see the depth in these pictures. Unironically, yeah, I mean, that is, they are related in that sense too. Yes, Bruno, you're beginning to understand. The stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that. Yes, but, as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all. You can? Really? How to look at them. Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go. Suzo-san really loves this kind of thing. She's having a great last day in the British Empire. You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you do that? Cross my eyes? I think I can. Watch me and see if you can copy. Make your eyes do this. All right, let me try. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo? There. How's that? Wonderful. Now it's your turn, Runo. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time. Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eyed. Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at these prints. Stop by looking at the one print and slowly crossing your eyes. You should see two overlapping images like this. Now you try it, Runo. I'm just gonna have to give it a try, I suppose. The print split into two images for you. Now the next step is to put the pair of prints side by side like this, and then try crossing your eyes again. The prints should slowly merge together until you get one print. They form a new single image in the center. Oh yeah! Susanoo's like, oh yeah! Mr. Naruhodo, it works. I can see it in the middle now. It looks so real. I could look at it all day. Susanoo, please. I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt. Your turn, Runo. I saw it. Don't worry. I saw it. Look like this and pretend that you're looking through both pictures. Then slowly cross your eyes. Keep in the position of your eyes until the two images overlap in the middle. Like this. Okay, well, there they go. There, you managed it. So, now you know how stereoscopic images work. Yeah. Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary. Someone's eyes are gonna get stuck like that. So, what do you think of stereoscope? Well, was this... Do we need this for the trial? Hey, maybe, actually. Who knows? Knowing this game. They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly. No, some people find it easier than others, but that's why contraptions like this exist for people who find it tricky. Oh, I recognize that. We talked about it 8 minutes ago. We never saw one. We saw one over there the other day, didn't we? Yes. If I remember correctly, if you press the little knob here, then set the pair of photographs in the stand at the back, and it's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works. Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently. But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them. But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case. Okay, I'd never even heard of them until yesterday. We've certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if that knowledge will ever... We're going to need it. Oh my gosh. We're actually ever going to need that knowledge. I'm going to have to go into the courtroom, and I'm going to have to be like, Judge, look at this picture of a cat. And look at this picture of the cat. What's the difference? And he's like, they're the same picture. I'm going to be like, almost. And cross your eyes for me, Judge. Whoa! Now, look over there. That's the murder scene or something. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if there's anything else around this area. I know that there's a photo capturing thing. Where, though? You know what I mean? Behind that door is the storeroom, isn't it? That's what Gregsy said. Yeah, and that's where I saw the dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in the door. A dead body. A girl with a gun. Mr. Windybank face down on the floor and Gina beside him. As the accused legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. We must make a thorough investigation. Yeah, I know. And we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime. Is it? Don't worry, if there are any clues in there, I'll find them. Maybe we shouldn't bring a 10-year-old into the... Okay, well, I guess we will. Can we actually go in there now? Sure can. Let's get in there. Get in there, poor Windybank. Okay. Poor Iris, she's clammed up completely. Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windybank's life was taken in this very room only last night. Ah! Wait, Inspector? What is it now, Sunshine? You took one look at me and tried to run away. You think a Scotland Yard inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defense lawyer, do ya? So you're running away from her. Well... I've never seen her ladyship look like that before, is the thing. I didn't know what to say to her. So you weren't running from me, you were running away from a 10-year-old girl. Yep. I'm afraid this is all a little too much for young Iris, huh? Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector. Eh? I believe in him. Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you? Oy vey, Gregson. Come on, dude. Yeah, I don't think that went very well. I think it could have not really gone that much worse. Why? Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, Sunshine, and I told you not to get under my feet. You got under your own feet, buddy. And we have investigating to do ourselves. Yes, I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say. Oh, Hurley. And inquire how to get into Mr. Sholmes' operations going. Yeah, I guess we'll talk to him first. And then we'll look around. I'm looking around first. Forget that. Forget him. Also, what time are we at? Okay, not super duper... Oh, I mean, we're kind of cooking at this point. We'll see. We're not quite at 2, though. Police have marked the position of the body with a chalk outline. Poor Mr. Windybank. He was a nice old man. Well, he was shot just once, not through the heart. Most likely the fella died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing. Okay. This must be his blood then. Oh, use the gun. Oh! I don't like to ask at a wretched time like this, Iris, but I wonder if perhaps... It's science time, yeah! I'm ready for action! Immediately perked up. Bam! Is it green? It's blue. That's not green. Now we know the color the chemical turns when it reacts with Mr. Windybank's blood, which is, so that's a definite. Maybe. Should be, I would hope. It doesn't match our analysis of the bloodstain we found in the main shop. No, but let's add the sample to the others we've already collected anyway. Blood sample, portfolio. Okay. I really do like the idea of blood sample portfolio. Iris? Don't worry, I'm alright. But we must find the true culprit. Yes, absolutely. Okay, the girlies, they're all ready. There's a gun. This is a revolver. A revolver. A real one. A real volver. And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Windybank's life. What's the matter, Susie? You and Runo looked like you were about to fight. Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh, and I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Windybank with this yesterday, didn't we? We did, yes. It was right on his face by his own hand. I shall have to take my own life. It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked at the spy hole in the door to the storeroom, it was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand. Mr. Windybank told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in the revolver. Oh, yeah, that's true. He did say something along those lines. That calendar was bloody before Herlock got shot. So, if Windybanks used his one shot to shoot at the two crooks, maybe one of them did bleed. And they had a gun. So I assume that they had more than one shot in the chamber, to be honest. Well, it's empty now. The one and only shot had been fired, so we can be fairly sure that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. Is that in the... Nope. I was gonna hope that would be in the court record, but that's fine. Cool. Open chest is immediately suspicious. Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. Ah! Oh, is this yours? What is it, Iris? That's the box file that my manuscript was being kept in. Oh! It's Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. I wonder if the story... Surely that's not what all this is. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. We must check the inside of the box at once. Yes. Is there... Ah! It was there! Iris' story was there! Really? It was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris? She's very stone-faced about it. Yes. I mean, of course I believed Hurley when he said he deposited here, but still. It's a relief to actually see it. Really? Because it's not a very well-hidden frown. That's not a very well-hidden frown, right. What's wrong? Iris's manuscript has been entered into the court record. Yeah. Iris Wilson, the Hound of Baskerville. Okay. Cool, I guess. The Hound of Baskerville. How does Susato know the exact title of this unpublished story? I suppose I'll have to wait until she's ready to explain it to me. I'm so sorry. Gosh darn it. You're about to go back to Japan. If you don't start spilling all these secrets, Susato, I am going to have a fit. That's the only thing that was moved about. I don't think anything else in here is going to be really all that important. So let's go ahead and talk back to Homeboy. Tell me about the scene of the crime. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here? Pshaw, you got eyes, haven't you? Use them. It is what it looks like, nothing more, nothing less. Iris, could you lend me a hand? So, Greg C., what do you make of the crime scene here? I love the Doritos because I already been like, Iris, sick 'em. Oh yes, your ladyship, do allow me to humbly explain. Last night, shortly after the hour, 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard to police entered the scene. And the one and only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside, so it's a locked from the inside mystery. Yippity skippity, my favorite. The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officers doing? Quite right, ma'am, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible. Oh. As you can see, the victim was discovered, prostrate, on the floor, thus wise. And then, the aforementioned body we discovered. Next to the aforementioned body, rather, we discovered the vile gutter child. Are you talking about Guinea? She's my friend, you know, Inspector. Oh. Miss Lestrade, the hapless girl, was curled. Yep, no longer gutter child, hapless girl. Was curled up on the floor, dead to the world. She's alive, you know. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious. Afraid to say she had the gun that was used in her hand. No. Yeah, I don't know if the gun was used on him, though. I think that gun was... The bullet from that gun is in the calendar right now. Presumably, it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now. In a pocket, we found the key to the door as well. Yeah, sounds like someone set her up, dude. They're... Whatever. My thing is, like, very clearly, you have to... I assume... I would like to see the door. What? The key to the storeroom? I'm gonna let them continue. But some things are already, like, not checking out. And as you say, the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector. Correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend in something of a sticky situation, a sticky wicket, I'm afraid. Obviously, my personal opinion that it's all some sort of misunderstanding. Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is. Not what you said out there. Or 5 minutes ago, before she said that was her friend. And can you tell us about Sholmes' operation? Braxy, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright? Is he? Well, no, he's dead. Thing is, don't miss your words, Inspector, please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is... No, the operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well... Out with it! Susan, still throw this man. Please. Yes, ma'am. They use something called a general anesthetic. The latest thing, rather, renders the whole body insensitive. Whole body anesthetized? Is that even possible? It means the operation can be completed rather while the patient is fast asleep. Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we just managed to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction. Trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, if you know what I mean. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off, so I hear. Now the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently. Oh my! No one knows if it's the anesthetic in his system, or the bloke's just plain up exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes round again. Hurley. The moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to you. What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes always has to do things his way. Okay, great. Articles have been deposited. The room is full of stuff. I can't believe how many there are. A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look. Oh, there are a bunch of paintings back there. Pieces of different people's lives quietly gathering dust in here together. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. You know, or at least there would be if not for the chalk outline and the blood stain and the police shuffling around. Right? Not much I can do about that, sunshine. Bike, there are some keys right there, but I think we're actually done at this point in this little area. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to look at. Is what I kind of figured. I thought there might be like some flavor text on some of these things. But mayhaps not. Let's go back to the main shop, I guess. I was gonna say, see if I missed anything else in here. These shelves are where the pawnbroker puts... Yep. It's a strange, miscellania, isn't it? I mean, who would buy this horse statue, for example? Well, sometimes you can find real treasures amongst all the junk, you know? Are you alright, Runo? Oh, it's just... Well, it looks like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out individual things, you can't help but wishing you own them. Even that horse statue. That's exactly how pawnbrokers work. They're very clever. Let me talk to this guy, I guess. This officer has been intently staring at the wall since before we came in. Shh, keep it down. Oh, sorry. There's a major clue around here. Really? Then we must tell Gregsy at once. But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. I'll be stuck here even longer. Stuck here? What do you mean? I haven't been home in 2 days already. I need another constable to relieve me and take over my shift. Ha! They really have a tough time, these bobbies, they do. That's hilarious. I mean, he's right, there was a major clue right in front of him, the bloodied calendar. That doesn't stop us from investigating, though, does it? No, I suppose not. Fairly sure it was the calendar he was peering at. Yeah, I was gonna say, clearly. I would like to look at this again, because this has been, like, a big topic of everything. This music box, do you have them where you are from, Runo? Yeah, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan. Oh, well, this'll be a treat. Shall we have a listen, then? What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound? It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy with all the policemen giving you fierce looks. Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Gregsy to have a word. Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard, Lamal. Okay, great. I think we have actually investigated. Well, we can look at this desk again, I guess. Ledger, awful lot of work to keep track of all the pawns. Too much to think about. Better to settle it all and have a clear head if you ask me. But clearly Mr. Windiebake was very careful when it came to the articles in his care. So is that now everything there? Okay. Well then, what do you have to say? You're actually looking at the ledger. Scouring every inch of this place by the looks of it. Instructions from Scotland Yard are to examine every article in the shop and every ledger and book of accounts. Every article? But that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely. We've been hard at it ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through it all in shifts at least, but still. We're working through the night, that's for sure. Even then, we'll barely have scratched the surface. A crime and a pawnbroker. It must be every policeman's worst nightmare. It's every cop's worst nightmare, you know, a crime and a pawnbroker. Well, he was thinking right. Do you have anything specific to say? No. I'm actually not sure what else we need to click on then. I know that there's one, like, the picture things that are in here. I'm not entirely sure how to get them. Green blood, it just seems wrong somehow. Oh, there's all different kinds. There's pretty pinks and purples, you know, too. Like I said, every blood's different. I wonder what color my blood would turn out. Actually, I don't think I want to know. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could get the thing. The cameras that I know are in this place, you know what I mean? Okay, because I think I'm done in here. You have nothing else to say. We can go back into here. We'll see if Gregson actually has anything else to say too. No. And I have definitely examined everything in here from top to bottom. Yes. And this is not a room that has like a move left and right, which is unfortunate. Homeboy should at least be in his bed, right? No? I assume Gina's not back out either. Oh, hold on. Gina doesn't appear to be here. I believe she must be in questioning at the moment. Oh, but wait a minute. What is it, Iris? Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Kenny could have slipped the key from the jailer when he wasn't looking at escape. Oh, Lord. Please, no. Oh, my. Why would she do something like that? It would only make her situation worse. Calm down, Bruno. I was only joking, of course. Oh. You had me worried there. I thought it was a great deduction. Yes, it must be your way with words, Iris. You're so wonderfully persuasive. Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight that your words carry. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I suppose a lighthearted great detective is a contradiction in terms. Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Sholmes would have just thrown his head back and guffawed. I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruhodo. I mean, he's not wrong. Well, anyway, it looks like we won't be able to talk to Gina for a while. We should try and make progress with our investigation in the meantime. I don't really know what other progress we can make right now. So not here. I do kind of want to just peek around in the rare instance that Sholmes just got up and left and he's just home now. Of course, look to the side. Move on. I guess I didn't go back out to Baker Street. And you are guard here, or Bobby here. There's a Scotland Yard carriage outside of Windy Banks. Never imagined we'd be investigating a case so close to home. Poor Iris, she's very upset by all of this. I'm sorry. I was there, I should have done more. None of this is your fault, Bruno, so please don't apologize. But it's the criminals who are to blame for this, so let's investigate and work out how to catch them. Yeah, you're right. Where else do we need to go? We've been in both of those places from top to bottom. We're not gonna go here. Okay, I guess I must have missed something in the shop. Or the storeroom. Nothing there, nothing there. Tea sets. All that is good. I was thinking maybe the actual door. Like, the other thing that I think I'm missing is... all that is good to go. That's the door itself. Nothing back there. Did I ever look across the street? Yeah. I forgot they did all of that. Okay, yes. I'm good. Yes, I understand. Yep, I get you. Yep, I gotcha. I actually do want to move back out. Could also present something to somebody, but I don't think we need to. Okay. I do like this. We gotta find some more blood. Can I, like... I know there's blood on this one. Can you also shoot this? Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you noticed, but there's something rather troubling here. I have noticed. The red smear, you mean? Yes, it looks like blood, doesn't it? Wonder if Susudo-san had picked up on that. Well, in that case, yes, we need Iris. Oh, we can present this to her. Okay. I had noticed that, and I think I don't know if we noticed that before or after we had the blood things, but here. Take this, shoot this for me. No, present. Thank you. Oh, that looks like blood! I would say it's from a gloved finger, almost certainly a glove made of leather. If this was the 15th at 10, I'm sorry, the 13th at 10:30, the 15th? I'm sorry. Is this the 15th, the 15th? As opposed to the 13th? Oh gosh, that's the 15th. So that's actually way later than I thought. Oh, I thought that was a 3 at the top. No, that's a 5. It's the 15th. That's 2 days after the murder. Don't worry, Bruno. You can leave the rest to me. Purple. It's a whole different color. Look at that. Oh. So she probably pocketed 4 pounds for herself. That's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. This is 2 days after. Although it would seem to... Oh, because she pocketed it, but... Anywho. It would be nice to find out whose blood those different colors correspond to at some point. Well, this particular stain of blood... Oh, I have an idea. You already have an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood is on this? I think I might. Yeah, I think I have an idea of whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction. That's right, I think it's clear. Iris, you know as well? You first, Bruno. Who do you think it belongs to? Do I have that person in my stuff? Alright, I believe that this is the blood of... I think it's probably Thrice-Fired Mason, right? Thrice-Fired Mason? You don't sound very sure of yourself the way that you trailed off there. Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case, and of course I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice-fired, though. The victim? Of the omnibus case? Yes, his name was indeed Thrice-Fired Mason. But that would mean that this bloodstain was left on the ticket 2 months ago. Yeah, I think it was. That's the only other person who's bled of that list of people. Dina brought this ticket here to Windy Banks yesterday. I'm suggesting the bloodstain was already on it at that time. So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night. That's true. Now I ask you as good-hearted, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella rather bleeding from his stomach? This wasn't, and you know what, based on how the glove is, like, set, you would kind of expect it to potentially, but I think you would have, like, blood on the front too, maybe, but whatever. Wanted to reach, out to give the man a hand. It certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint, this mark. We know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body, from which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason. Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope. Iris here to correct me. Yes, I think you're right, Bruno. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, very well, let's make a note of this. Has been identified. Okay, so that's actually good to note. That is good to note that we do have, if purple ever shows up again, that's crazy that we might still find blood from 2 months ago. That is wild, actually. Anywho. Is there anything else that we have in the thing that is bloody, now that I'm thinking about it? In the court record? Representation, this has no blood on it. She didn't bleed on that. And there's no blood on this. Okay. Okay. Well, unfortunately now I feel like that was a major, like, clue. So maybe I do need to walk out to a specific area. Because now we're just on the hunt for blood. I feel like there would be blood at the hospital, you know what I mean? Nothing here. I see no blood. No blood in the prison. We are gonna have to have Sholmes' blood at some point. Unfortunately, fortunately, whatever. Unless... I was hoping you'd have, like, a blood sample of his around here. That seems to not be the case. Or maybe she already knows what color his blood is. Not for nothing. Fair, fine. Yo, I am kind of lost. Where do I need to go? What people do we have as well? Egbert Benedict Lamau. Okay. His name is Pop, which is crazy. You got anything else for me? No? Okay, great. You got anything for me there? No? Hey, you want to see this manuscript? I don't think she would want me to show it to you, but hey, go and check it out. Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest? Yes, my latest story is called The Hound of Baskersville. Most fascinating tale, your ladyship. Fascinating, I don't suppose, would there be any mention of my humble self in this tale this time? Good question. I can't really remember. I see. Well, why would you, your ladyship? I'll just await its publication with eager anticipation. You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't do anything particularly remarkable. Wow. You looking to be arrested, Sunshine? I was gonna say, Ryunosuke, that was unnecessarily rude. I didn't mean it like that, and even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? Fair. Okay, yeah, I really have no idea where we need to go. My biggest thing is I know that we need to see these cameras at some point, but maybe they're just gonna be like given to us at the trial, because they like to do that sometimes. There's no blood on the floor to my recollection. And the only other unfortunate thing is that I cannot on Baker Street. We can't look directly across the street. Like, this is as far left as we can look. My thing was like, across the street, there might be something going on. But it seems like no. Well, dang, I am just gonna have to click around for a little bit, dude. Okay, I presented you with that. Let's go with this one. Give me your opinion on this. Not the general public. In that case... Oh, hold on. You have something to say. Go ahead and make your very delighted face. Thank you. Lovely. Ta very much. Really hit the spot. You don't mind sharing then. Useless. I don't think that's it. I mean, at this point... We'll present anything. Start progressing. Give me your opinion. Not to the general public. Blah 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 blah. I feel like I think I've inspected pretty much everything in this game at this point. So I'm in the middle of just presenting everything to everybody. That is also glug 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 glug. down to my attorney's badge, because there's really only 2 people we can present things to right now, so I'm either missing presenting something to you for... Oh, this is different. Wait, hold on. Fudge. What did you say? What even did I present just now? Let me see. What do you make of this? What do we have there? A redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it? Looks like someone ran out of office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper they had was on hand. This is the ticket for Mr. McGilda's overcoat. The one, little diver turned up with yesterday. Is it? No, this is the box one. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Yeah, I was gonna say the overcoat one had blood on it. Really? You think you know better than me, do you? No, I didn't mean to, Bruno's right, Gregsy. It isn't the same ticket. Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So, what's this all about then, if I might be so bold to ask her? This is a second ticket. A second one? It seems that Mr. McGilda, in fact, had another article here in storage at Windy Banks. Is that right? Yes. I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector. Thank God. Lord, y'all don't know. You don't know what I had gone through here. Good, because he's never so easy to talk to. Because he's ever so easy to talk to. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh man, you know, sometimes it comes down to the case where you just like present everything to everyone and see if someone has something to say. This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilda's overcoat. Eh? You mean to tell me? Yes, there was more than one, more than just the music box disc, it seems. I should have insisted the lads taking it back to the yard and examine it properly. Well, according to the details on the ticket, Mr. McGilda deposited another article here with Mr. Windybank. I can see it written right here, a small box, was it? You have any idea where it is, Gregsy? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilda. It could be an important clue. Well, yes, I suppose it could be. You don't know where it is, huh? Please, stop looking at me with them big old turquoise eyes all full of hope and expectation. It's too much pressure. I'll lose me marbles, I will. I'll go barking. There's no time for dog impressions, Inspector, or he's definitely eating like an animal. That's enough sauce from you, Sunshine. There's one thing that springs to mind. Going to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it? So it should be on the shelves. Ah, yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months. So the small box will no longer be here then. That's right, it's been forfeited. Which means it could be on one of the shelves in the front where the forfeited items are offered for sale. Yes, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once. You're wasting your time, so it's already been purchased. There are dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one Mr. McGilda's, what might have been Mr. McGilda's rather. That information's not written in the ledger. Ugh. Well, I think we should have a look, just in case. Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure. It's getting old. Whatever. Oh! I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Windybank set up such a wicked trap? I don't think he set it out to scare anyone. Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon. Oh? Her trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you will be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Right. Don't you remember, Bruno? You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be a lawyer. Really? Did I say that? Yes! You did! Lamau! Deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching. In that case, we better hurry to the prison, so we are not going to be able to look at the boxes. I mean, in my defense, when they said there was a small box, this one immediately jumped to mind. But they're going to be like, you don't have the time. Yes, this is where all the items have been forfeited by their owners are offered for sale. That's right. They've got little price labels on them, but there's so many. I wonder if the small box this ticket was for is still on the shelves somewhere. The box of Mr. McGilda deposited here just over 2 months ago. If it were, finding it promises to be very troublesome indeed. There are so many boxes, it could be any one of them. Mr. Solm says that a pawnbroker's was the safest place to store anything, more secure than a bank's vault. So perhaps this small box of Mr. McGilda's contains something of very great value. Or another music disc. Well, if that's the case, he probably would have kept it locked. So then we need to find every box with a lock and break them all open. Hiya! No, no! Man, go back to Japan, Susato. My back. That sort of misconduct will get you arrested. I won't let that happen. This takes me back. It's been some time since Susato last threw me. Okay, well, in that case, we're not searching. We are instead moving. I mean, we're very good at time right now, I think. We might not be, but I spent a lot of time walking around, so that's where I am right now. We will see if we're defending her, and then we are cutting. Local prison cell 13. What's good, girly? I didn't even see the time. Hold on a minute. Can I look at it? Oh, it can. It's very nice that that is in there. Oh, it is 5:41 p.m. Jeez Louise. Ah, Gina, good, you're back. Ah. The police must have finished questioning her then. Oh, how was it, Guinea? Oh, no, it didn't bother me. Thanks for the paper you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Wendy Banks's. Oh, right. Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy. What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying, that I did it. That's not... Gina, we came to ask you for your final decision. Eh? What decision? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? Oh, I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like for Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right. I see. She really lost all of her fight all of a sudden. But I know that feeling, what that feels like. The worry is just so hard to bear. Girly, here's what we uncovered. Not a ton, to be honest. Oh, okay, alright then, blimey, get her to rest with them eyes, Iris. Right, them turquoise eyes. So come on, fill us in, who done it? Unfortunately, we don't know that yet. You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. We always figure it out in court. Literally never do we know when we are starting the trial exactly who did it, especially in this series of games. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. In a normal Ace Attorney, in like past Ace Attorney games, I'm usually able to suspect like, okay, this person may have done it for real. This is, I have a little list of like, I can see you going this way, I can see you going this way. This game has not been like super duper crazy. But like walking into McGilda's case, I didn't think McGilda could have done it. I was like, oh, that's my boy. Walking into Sosaki's case, I mean like, I actually did think the maid could have done it, or the wife of the homeboy, Garadeb. But I'll tell you what, the boat case where my boy died, I didn't think it was Russian ballerina's cat, which it wasn't. It was still technically her, but it was a sad time because whatever. Anywho, none of these have been exactly straightforward, so I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. Because this one feels like it's going to be the least straightforward. Given all the blood samples we have. But I think that is a very fun little bit of work here. And while we haven't managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we have managed to establish. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, for example, the reason for you being in there in the first place. I know why you broke into Windy Banks that night. Looks like I'm gonna have to take some evidence to reveal the clear reason and thrust it right into Gina's face, or I could present it calmly, I suppose. Nah. Take this, before I forget to do it. We found this in Mr. Windy Bank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story. Ah! Oh, right. Yeah, that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Windy Banks has shown no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception, the box that housed this manuscript. So, Gina, what do you want to talk about? It was you, wasn't it, Gina? You broke the box open. Eh? You were determined to find out whether or not the great pound of Baskervilles was really there or not. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Ah! Why don't you tell us what happened? Tell us, please. You were there. Come on. If you don't talk to us, so we can represent you in court, even though they're gonna be like, your witness's testimony is flappable, and I'm gonna be like, ah, here it goes. What do you want, Gino? Alright, yeah, this is the Baskerville story, and yeah, it's the latest Sholmes adventure, right, but it hasn't been printed yet. So I figured it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds. What? So you intend to sell Iris's manuscript, did you? No, Jenny, how could you? What? Wait, no, hang on. Of course I weren't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if the manuscript or whatever was really there or not. Dang, they set her up bad, dude. They all set her up, dude. All three of them set her up. They knew what they were doing. That's the only reason I was in the place. For Iris' sake. Isn't that right? Ah! We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gino. Of course we did. Yep, I was gonna say, everyone was like, yep, okay. I like this trio. In fact, I like the four of them together. They played her like a fiddle. But I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Jenny. I just knew it. Well, when I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you'd said the night before. Flashback. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Bare-faced liars, a lot of them. You ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you, the manuscript ain't in Windy Banks, listen. You'd soon see if you had a look. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean, that I sometimes wonder if he may have hidden the manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. And she did just respond with some ... So. Oh, Jenny, that was so sweet of you. Alright, alright. I'll tell you what I did, why I did it rather. Stop looking at me like that, Iris. Reason for breaking in. It weren't because of Iris, that's not why I did it. I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest. If he really did deposit the manuscript at Windy Banks. It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got a dad. Only she can't see him. I reckon that's gotta be a lot harder. That's why she writes the stories. They're really about a dad. That's what it sounded like to me anyway, last night when I was listening to what she was saying. Stories. Stories about daddy? You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective, so much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Well, that's how I see it, yeah. Oh, you're so thoughtful and kind, Kenny. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate this chummy nonsense, you hear? I hate it. I don't trust no one, got it. That's how I work, because if you ain't got no one to trust, no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, Scappa. I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of her overcoat. Is that dried blood? Are some very suspicious red stains. What? What are you looking at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings to that, in that area to Gina now. Other findings from that area. Can I present this? Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? Oh my gosh, it's not... Clearly, I was gonna say, why would she have blood on her sleeves? But I was like, that's not her coat. That's McGilded's coat. Golly, it's gonna be purple. That's gonna be the other side of purple. I mean, that makes sense. He even said, oh yeah, I helped him out or something. But if it's a different color, Lord have mercy. Blood, Mr. Naruhodo. You don't appear to have any obvious wounds, though. So, could it be blood that splattered from Mr. Windybank when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster than anything else. Eh? Take it easy, Iris. Don't move, Guinea. I'm going to shoot. Lamau. Oh my gosh, there's purple everywhere. Oh. Oh my. What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Of course. The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now. And the blood reacted with a chemical to turn it a purple color, which matches one of our samples we already collected perfectly. Yes, and now let's see, who had the purple? Ah, yes, it was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. I knew it. And the fact that there's no other blood on her, no blue blood, is, yeah, that's, I mean, it's telling that she didn't do it, but I mean, like, at this point, we kind of already assumed that she didn't do it. What are you talking about? The victim? What do you mean? It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things rather clear. It means that the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Yeah, this is a fun way to reveal it, actually. Oh, wait, will someone explain to me what's going on? Stop telling half a story. Yeah, our bad. I'm not actually trying to talk to you, Susato, but okay. We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat. When the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said that this in his testimony, rather. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a bleeding fella from his stomach? I was about to start getting worried about my gloves now, rather, was I? So I reached out to give the man a hand. But if you look at the overcoat now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from Mr. McGilded trying to pull the victim up to his feet. No, if that was really what happened, the blood wouldn't have splattered all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over Mr. McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. I've tried to run for the truth for so long now. There's no escaping it now. I hope the murderer get off. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Mr. Magnus McGilded. Mr. Naruhodo, that horrible case is solved at last. Thank goodness, I can move on as a lawyer. And I hope the man walked free from that trial. I used all that twisted testimony and sham evidence, rather, to prove his innocence. How could I have let that happen? Well, Gina's also a lot to blame, to be honest, TBH. Runo, did you believe him, though? Did you believe Mr. McGilded was innocent? I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon. A weapon? A lawyer's weapon. This sword is actually his greatest weapon, but I digress. Before we came to Great Britain, a friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson. You mean Kazuma-sama? May he rest in peace. Our lad. With his two beautiful little headband ribbons. Listen, Renosuke. We lawyers are only human. We cannot know for sure what the truth is and what is a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our client. That's all we really have. Hey, it's actually, hold on a minute, Kazuma. It's your fault that I let a guilty man run free into an inferno. Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. So I believe you unwaveringly. That's true, and the power of belief is strong. Hee. What's funny, Gina? Core. Sounds like in this Empire of Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. S-A-W-F-T, soft. Well, come on, look at the mess it got you into believing in all that bog trotter. Yeah, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk for you. Well, at least you learned your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone's always stabbing you in the back in the end. As soon as you let your guard down, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one. Get hurt by no one. Gina, may I ask you something? Who hurt you? What? Just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? We didn't even get to ask her. We still have that question. We didn't touch it. How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet that's what he wants now and all. Mr. I'm a believer lawyer. And then I saw a face. Don't. Now I'm a believer. Don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I let everyone up to garden path, didn't I? That is, I think is such a well-written turnaround that she is the innocent party in this case, where she was in the case that was really screwed up with Naruhodo. She pretty much ruined that trial. She made that trial a circus. And you're telling me you can believe in me after that? Not likely. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, a lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to, I can't trust her. Whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Eh? Are you half-baked? Not at all. I'm fully baked. 420. Snoop would be proud. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? She hasn't. What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Seriously, Mr. Naruhodo, have you never called him by his name? Didn't you hear all of what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just rip off me tongue. And I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you in all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. That's what a defense attorney does. And you don't have to pay me for it, because I don't think anyone has at this point. I've only defended poor people, and the one person who was going to pay me handsomely gave me, like, a single coin. Gina. I do understand why you choose not to put trust in others, but I assure you there's more in this life than you yet realize. Oh, what do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. Eh? It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. Yeah, I don't know. You're undefeated. Undefeated. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I'm completely on your side. What'd you expect me to say to that? Oh. Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry them out, carry out rather the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been pinned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like. You Eastern lot of, I don't know what y'all, I don't get ya. Lamau. Gina's taking herself off to the back of the cell, rather. She never admitted, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out alright in the end. I think. That being said, the trial might not. We will see. As we have hit our to be continued, probably? No, not quite. What? Whoever's hiding there? Wait, okay, I thought we were hitting our to be continued. Clear yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice. Hello? Miss Susato? Somebody is there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before. What? Blimey, you're sharp, eh? Oh, hey! I suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese arts crazy work, huh? Like the art of stealth that I've heard so much about. If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector. Gregsy! Oh dear me, I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you. How long you been listening to our conversation? Good grief, listening in? No. I just got the word that there were some visitors here refusing to leave even though it was after hours. I assure you, ladyship, I only just arrived this very minute, not a moment earlier. And Susato was about to be like, he's been here for 15 minutes. That's all it was. None towards, none at all. After hours? Is it that late already? So then I'll humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best, bye and bye and bye. That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate. Oh, but I wanted to have a little chat. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute, rather. Oh, I see. That's a shame. If I don't get this emergency... Oh my gosh. If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharp as Lord Strongheart will, well... Emergency? Lord Strongheart? None, forget what I said. Anyway, I'm off. Alright then, Gregsy, if you have to, but let's chat soon. Delighted, charmed, can't wait, if you please, my pleasure. That's a lot of pleasantries, and not a single one of them sounded sincere. Gregsy's so funny, he says such silly things. He's certainly entertaining to see, it's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. But anywho, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court. Yeah, that's what worries me. This whole world fair that's about to go on. I must attend the court's clerk office now before it closes. Yes, of course. Thanks, Miss Susato. Oh, you're not going to be there tomorrow, are you, girlie? Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later. Man, we're gonna miss her. Until our investigation came to an end, Susato-san went and filed the necessary papers for my defense of Gina for the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving. Leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan. Man, I gotta play this a little bit, dude. Naruhodo-san, it's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Susato-san? Today has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested. Yeah, that's her hero, actually. Don't forget about that. All in the back of the news that her father has fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon. Thank you for your kind words. He was always kind to us, or kind that one time to us. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, I have one more task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task? Are you gonna finally tell me the truth? Of why you know, oh my gosh. I didn't actually get to ask Gina that one question, so I'm just gonna go down the list proper. And if anything pops up on the list, I will get it as it pops up on the list. It's just 2 months since we arrived in London. But we managed to establish this office. It's finally feeling as though we're settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm sorry, Susto-san. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. Susie! I know we've been here for just a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel like I've learned something. And that is? And what would that be? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities. Facets? Yeah, like a jewel, the light plays off of them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we only see a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. I like that. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there's some parts we'll never lay eyes on. It's getting late. For as long as we live. That's so true. Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much. But I keep hoping that one day it'll all become clear. The facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Naruhodo-san. I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward. Even if the way sometimes seems dark. Naruhodo? Oh my gosh. How complex. It's amazing to think it's just been 2 months. You've grown so much. Sorry? I've what? Oh no, it was nothing. Unimportant. Oh. Tomorrow's departure? Don't leave, Suzuto. What are we gonna do in court alone? Can you at least leave us your great big book of everything? Do you know what time you leave London in the morning? Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m.? Oh my gosh! I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I'm sure you realize why I can't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. Yeah, I know, but every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try. Suzuto. Oh man. I have a feeling that she's not going to leave Japan and that she is going to be in some sort of murder predicament. She won't die. Well, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I thought my boy wasn't going to die either. Kazuma-sama, I thought he was going to be okay, and then he wasn't. So, they wouldn't kill off Suzuto too, right? Right? One final task, what's up? You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean? Oh my, I nearly forgot. Are you gonna tell me? Please, I want you to have this. Please, yes. Thank God. What is that? It's some huge bundle of documents. It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. This isn't your great big book of everythings. It's your great big book of the case from 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus, which means it'll be, we will be solving that in the courtroom as well, apparently. The McGilded case. It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windybank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with the omnibus case, in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberties of consolidating my writings about this case for you. That's a consolidation. With everything else she's had to think about, Suzuto-san still managed to do this. And it's all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting. It was my pleasure. Oh man, Susie! Dude, I can only hope that it'll bolster your case tomorrow for Gina. Thank you so much, Susato-san. I will do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the whole world. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure. Sorry? I didn't quite catch what you said there. Oh, ignore me. It was just mumbling to myself. You can't keep doing this. If you're about to leave, you can't just be like, I've been a complete failure. Oh no, ooh, whoopsie, ooh, whoopsie doopsie. Gosh darn it, Susato. Yeah, it is getting rather late, and we're about to end this episode, don't worry, but let me see. Victim found deceased on the omnibus the day after a stab wound to the stomach, on the day with a stab wound to the stomach. Mason, Milverton, brickmaker, East End of London. Trial summary, Magnus McGilded, yes, the three of us. Convicted was assured, with 3 eyewitness testimonies. However, a surprise 4th witness resulted in acquittal due to insufficient evidence. We got evidence now. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room. Alright, Susato, I wish you the very best luck tomorrow. Good night. Whoa, wait, no, hold on. There's something I need to say. No! What was that? A secret technique of mine. The Susato shut down. Shut down. Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears. Oh no, dude, stop this! Man! They can't have a sad goodbye, dude. Man, I hate this. I hate it here. It truly had been a trying day. Sholmes got shot. Gina's in jail. Iris is fine, I guess. She's alright. And Susato's going home. Man, today sucks. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up. Susato's dad is sick, which I still don't know if I fully believe, but okay. Getting Gina to open up to us and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. Still laying on the ground after Susato had broken my back with the Susato shutdown. As a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind. No, don't do this. Eventually, I thought they were gonna like flash images. I was about to be like, no, I can't do this. We need to end. My fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep. Little did I know that my sleep would lead into a day of tragedy and terrible things and whatnot. We'll see. We're not at a to be continued? Really? We're about to be at a to be continued. The 17th of April, the small hours, St. Sinners Hospital, Ward 3. Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off of my mind. He's up. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place, exactly as we've discussed. I have not, like, placed into my mind that at some point he may be involved in something, not sinister, but, you know. I don't believe that, though. Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you. Mr. Sholmes. Oh, okay, so someone is working with him. On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. My dear madame, I thought for a minute that world may have existed. I was like, what if he's like talking to Susato, and then all of a sudden, it was. Okay, well, we will be ending there. That is the end. That is where we end. Wow. I think very quickly we are just gonna say, hey, we're not looking at that. I'm not even gonna read that line of dialogue. Do not save, we've already saved. Yes, I'm sure we'll return to the title screen. That is our episode. It went way longer than I thought, but oh my gosh, we're just ending here in the hospital. That's kind of hilarious. Huh. This was a kind of emotional roller coaster of an episode, but I digress. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back maybe next Tuesday, maybe not, I'm unsure. We're about to be in like stream every week, or like 2 streams every week era, which is less time for me to get a lot of things together, so these might be more so every other week and just me getting recording sessions when I can, but we will see. Because we are we're getting there. We're about I think we're about halfway through this game, either after this case or at this case. Unsure. But this one is crazy. And I guess a running theme for this the Greatest Attorney Chronicles at this point is you don't get a whole lot in terms of pure evidence prior to the case. Like, we don't get a whole lot of tangible evidence. I don't think we've ever started a case with more than a page of tangible evidence. I don't think we started this one either. And we get either a lot during the trial, we get some more during the trial, or we get sometimes during these investigations, like, I guess, moments that you'll have to remember, or great deductions that you come across. Still, fascinating. I also don't know if we have the person who murdered, I mean, like, immediately Egbert comes to mind. And sometimes the easiest solution is the best solution, so that might just be the solution. I have no idea. I just don't want Susato to go. And if she does go, and she doesn't come back until, like, the next to last case or the last case, I'll be sad. I'll be sad without her, but you know what? I can't wait for her grand return. Until then, though, I'm taking off. Hopefully her grand return isn't, oh my gosh, something happened at the Supreme Court and Susato somehow got wrapped up in all of it, and we have to defend her. Unsure, but we will see. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.